if I can't see myself online enough, I'm gonna put me, literally myself, online.
Black is beautiful. That's the first thought I had when I saw The Honey, a fictional episodic photo series about a badass gangster named Honey and her boo Gavini, who live and love in a South African township. The Honey makes me feel like a fangirl obsessing over the latest cool comic book. And for good reason. The poses and text read like a really dope graphic novel. I caught up with their real-life counterparts, Rendani, Nemakhavhani, and Kgomotso, Neto, Tleane, at a summer party in Soweto they invited me to. We talked about the inspiration for the work, and the answer was surprising. A soap opera? Yuzu Yuzu was a groundbreaking show about youth in black townships. It also provided a space for those young people to see a part of themselves and their stories reflected back to them. The power this had stayed with Rendani and was a major reason why she created the project.
I think Yuzu Yuzu for me was just like a really big thing in terms of like storytelling, like local storytelling in particular. You know, because not everything is rosy where we come from.
Honey and Gavini are based on two of the show's characters named Chester and Papa Action, who were literally partners in crime. To some, Yuzu Yuzu showed the realities of under-resourced township schools where violence, sex, crime, and administrators who were powerless to stop it were a part of life. To others, the explicit content reinforced and exaggerated negative stereotypes about black township communities. The Honey is a mix of fantasy and reality, but sometimes truth bleeds into fiction. During one shoot, the duo had forgotten to bring along a prop gun. Ultimately, they got more than they bargained for.
And we'd forgotten about it until we were on location.
Yeah, and we're like, ish, we don't have a gun. So our friend Bantu mentions this to this guy who's getting cars for us. This guy tells us, yo, I have an old gun lying around in the house. Can lend you that gun and you guys can use it in the shots. It's a real gun. We grew up experiencing these things. We know you'll probably be in your house and you hear gunshots outside, or your uncle has guns, they do bad things. We're not saying that we are promoting the best side of it, but we are like representing what it is to be a person from the township. You know what I mean? Like we see these things. So there's no point in hiding some of these things. You know? However you perceive it, perceive it. And probably, if you're not from where we're from, you probably see there's like, this is so rough, this is so, probably even sad in a way, you know what I mean? All these things have built us to become the people that we are. And this is our stories, we check, so yeah.
The South African apartheid government forced non-white people from urban areas to relocate to the peripheries of cities and towns. These areas were called townships and were crowded and deprived of adequate resources and civil management. This was done under the umbrella of the Group Areas Act, which you may remember from episode 1. Soweto, a shortened version of Southwestern Township, is probably the most well-known township to non-South Africans. Today, Soweto has a population of 1.2 million Sowetans and the trappings of many middle-class cities like malls, music and wine festivals, stadiums and concert venues. However, poverty and violence, created on purpose by the South African government's racist laws, constant brutality, and systemic neglect, still persist. In my interpretation of your work, the characters that you portray are different in substantial ways from you two. What modifications do you make in order to bring those characters to life?
I think I just go into fantasy mode. Like, that's who I'd want to be. Like, if I had no responsibilities in life, that's what my life would look like.
I don't think I've said this before. Like, I honestly think Rendani with this project, right? I think she created like a world of her own. We created that using our own experiences.
What do you think South Africa's going to look like in 5 years?
I don't know. But I just think a lot of black people will realize that it's important for them to do what they would like to do, like what they want to do, and do what's really true to them, not to anyone else. You know, a lot of times we've been referencing the Western stuff. That time is over.